I have complained this week about my hatred of rollerballs and dabbers, and I've also complained about my atomizer breaking on me on one of my perfumes. So I thought it was only fair that we go through like the process of how to decant. For this, I highly suggest towels and gloves. Then we'll get into the box. A lot of the stuff you can find on Amazon, those are 1 ml pipettes. And then those are pipettes too, but those ones are crap. They just come for free with like any decant set you can get on Amazon. So I have a bunch of them. But they're an option. You can use those instead of buying different pipettes. I didn't use these in the video, but these are for like spray bottles for transferring a spray bottle to another decant. And you can just put that on the atomizer and spray it into a new bottle. These are 10 mLs, 5 mLs, and then 2 mLs. And these are pretty typical sizing that you can find about anywhere for decanting. And then funnels, which I didn't use, but you can use sometimes. These are syringes, and that's a syringe adapter so that you can put that on the atomizer and decant your perfumes. And then I find that using a lab roller helps keep track of what I actually have. And then optional, but this is plumber's tape, and you can put this around like the seal at the very end to make sure that your bottles don't leak. So here I am getting a whole bunch of bubbles, and that's because I'm not using the pipette right. It helps to press down on the pipette before you stick it in the bottle. And I'll show you in a second here that like my brain finally kicked in and started doing it properly. But it helps to not cause as much bubbles and like as much of a mess when you're decanting if you press the pipette before you stick it in the bottle. So this was decanting of a broken atomizer. This ended up taking on like a whole new life. It has like the same atomizer cap that you'd see on a spray bottle, and typically you can use like a syringe and the atomizer adapter to like kind of press down and then pull the liquid out, which I'm showing right here, but I wasn't able to do that. So I'm using the rollerball method and pulling all this stuff out so that I can pull it out with a pipette instead. And I pulled all the stuff off, and now I can just stick my pipette down and decant the remaining liquid so that I can actually use it. Also, the pipettes are kind of graduated at the bottom, so you can stick them into the bottle and it makes them kind of like leak proof as you're decanting. Anyways, I finished.